Let's go, let's go. I'm watching my wife putting on lipstick right now.
Very exciting.
Yes. What's up, guys? Mr. Poseidon here. Got a little special surprise for you guys today. That's right, special surprise. Other than my beautiful wife right there. How you doing, honey? I know you want to kill me. Don't worry. You guys have no idea what just happened here, but anyhow. But you know I love you. Anyhow, going back to me. Yeah, we got a not a special guest. I want to say a great guest on tonight. All the way from California. We got Orlando. That's right, Orlando. If you guys know his first name, then you know what I'm talking about. NorCal Cat, baby. That's right. One of the hottest lure makers for us surfcasters out there. Primo stuff. Best stuff. I like his stuff. I catch fish with it, so damn right I like his stuff. Don't forget about the grind, though, all right? Don't ever forget about that grind. And don't forget your freaking corkers if you're getting on the rock. I still got that lump 2 weeks ago. But anyhow. Yeah, that's what happens. I didn't think I was getting up on the rock. I got up on the rock, and as soon as I stepped on it with my second boot, phew. I'm okay, though. I'm very lucky on that one. So we got Orlando NorCal Cat on today. Very exciting. We're going to be talking about some of his new product that's out. We're also going to talk about his fishing world, what's going on with California. And as you can see what I'm wearing here, this is the sweatshirt I got over at More Than Fishing, his annual tournament that he has every year. I'm going again next year because I just had such a great time. And I promise you this, if you go surf fishing in California, number one, you go at the right time. Just listen to what Orlando says, and you'll catch some fish over there. And you're gonna see the most beautiful sights that you've ever seen before. I was just amazed. At the end, after the party and the awards party we had, the cookout, it was freaking great. I can't wait to come again next year. There's definitely gonna be a bigger crowd coming next year. It's nice how we help each other from New York to California, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, Maine, Connecticut, New Jersey, Maryland, all the way down to Florida. You guys are all hunting for the striper. Virginia, New Hampshire. I'm gonna forget about New Hampshire. I know you're about that big on the coast, but you still got the coast, and you can still catch those stripers. Today we're gonna be doing a nice giveaway, guys. Wave Crashers, Mike. Mike, I've had your product for a little while, and I forgot that I had it because I was going through the bag of my giveaways, and I saw this beautiful leader wallet here. Comes with the lanyard. Hook it and unhook it. Hook it and unhook it. And you got 3 compartments. You open up the top one. You got one here in the front, one in the back, and then you open up the bottom one, and they're all, as you can hear, they all have Velcro on them. So it's a good product, nice product. I liked it. So we'll be giving away that, and we're going to do a lure today. We got, I know you guys know him, Swag Lures. This guy makes a lot of these type of lures. I mean, he makes all kinds of lures, but a lot of the sports teams and whatever else that you have, he can do that. You know, Marvel comic books, Superman, Batman. So I'll be giving away these 2 products today. Good luck at the end of the show. If you left a comment on the top left corner video on my Instagram, at the end of the show, we're going to announce the winner. Good luck to all who enter. So before we start, we get to Orlando, obviously. Let's say hello to a couple of people. Bronx Surfcaster, how you doing, buddy? Oscar, my brother. Oscar will be out there, will be judging this year at the Montauk Striper Challenge. He's got full go on that. He'll be running that whole show. Willie J, what's going on? How you doing, buddy? James Flynn. James Flynn, been a while. Good to see you. Remember James Flynn, honey?
Hi, James.
James Flynn. Good luck today, James. Turtle Cove Tackle. There's the man right there. The Big K. You got to have your Turtle Cove products on your belt. If you don't, then you're not a surfcaster because you need to hold your pliers, you need to hold your boga grip, and you need a nice set of lanyards to hold all that stuff together. Thank you so much for what you do for the first surf fishing community. Turtle Cove Tackle, the Big K and his wife. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. Jose Martins, what's up? Good to see you. Brian White, 12YT. What's going up? That's right, Brian. We got 1 more month till the Montauk Striper Challenge. It's coming. It's the 16th, 17th, and 18th. We got a lot of people coming this year. I'm expecting over 200 people. I wasn't expecting, but People are joining now, and I'm getting closer every day. Remember, if you get in that second set, because the bonus boxes are gone, you got to wait next year for that one. But the second set of people who join get a shot at the Van Stool 200 SX or a 7-inch titanium plier, also by Van Stool. Willie, gotta aim. Let's go. Quit playing with us. Let's go, Willie. Danny D. Morales. What's going on? At Point Surfcast and Miguel Rios. What's going on, buddy? James Flynn, we said, oh, Mike Hunt Fishing. Who is the special guest on this program? Mike Hunt. This is not a special guest. This is the only guest. When you talk about knowledge and knowing how to fish and getting that big fish, hey, stick a NorCal Cat lure on there and you might have a better shot. But that's only me saying that. That's not how the way things go. Put the grind in, put the time in, and you too could get away with that big fish. Hey, but we got Orlando from NorCal Cat. I want to introduce him to you guys right now. Let's say hello to my man, Orlando from NorCal Cat. How you doing, buddy?
Woohoo!
Got to get up the screamers there.
What's up, man? How you doing, bud?
Good, man. We're doing good, Orlando. I was excited that you're going to be on. We had a guest on tonight, but that's okay. He had something that came up, so I called you. You were available. You had to check with your wife first, and I thank you for that. Because anybody who's married and has a family, that always comes first, and that's why I always say, make sure you ask your wife first. I don't need nobody knocking on my door at 2 in the morning here in New York. I'll knock you out if you call Orlando again. But anyway, other than that, Orlando, tell me, buddy, what's been going on, basic general in California right now?
Oh, man, it's been great, man. Just busy fishing, doing a lot of fishing right now. The last month, I've been fishing 5-6 nights a week.
Wow.
So it depends on the early morning or late night, depending on where I decide to go fishing. But and then in between that, you know, just making some lures and taking care of the family, going out with the family, having a good time. So life's been good, man. Just busy, you know. I just wish I had more time to do everything that I want to do. But you know, time is probably the most valuable thing we have on during our lifetime, and you know, just managing that the best I can, and you know, but just enjoying it, man. And I've been blessed.
Yep.
Having a good time, man.
And as we get older, like you said, time is so precious, bro. And as you get older, it gets even more precious, Orlando. And first time in my life, I'm looking at my age, and I'm like, holy shit. If I live till the average, I only have 2 more years left. No, I'm kidding about that part. But, you know, I'm hoping I get a good amount of life left out of me, whatever I have left. But it gets more precious, so important. I wish we had more time in the day, Orlando. But continue, buddy.
So, yeah, man, it just, like I said, I've just been designing some new lures. You know, like every design that I make is basically a selfish need for myself. You know, when I'm out fishing, that's how I come up with any new lure design, is because I'm trying to fulfill a personal need for myself. And then when I'm successful with it and it does the job that I want it to do, then I kind of pass that information to you guys and be like, hey, this is the application. This is how I used it. This is the setup. This is, you know, I give you guys all the specifics, and then, you know, it's up to you guys to kind of do that grind and figure it out also for yourself. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
There's no such thing as a magic lure out there. You have to kind of learn certain techniques and how to work something and you know, just, you know, how to cast it or what angle to cast it and how to retrieve it and how to bring it in. And, you know, as I, you know, and having the right setups, you know, when you came out here on the West Coast,
it was great. Oh, I think we got to
do some surf fishing. And you asked me, like, hey, what setup I have? And I think I'll get by. And what did I tell you?
Yeah.
I said, hey, man, you're going to need this type of reels pickup and this and that. And as soon as you realize when you're out in the water, you're like, holy crap, it's totally night and day difference.
100%.
And I gave you a heads up.
Yeah, you did, buddy. That's my fault for not listening. Setup. All I'm going to say is, Orlando, thanks for bringing us there the easy way, because I can only imagine how the hard way was. We were climbing mountain, guys, with ropes. These guys got ropes set up there. Oh, so boy. When the guys come by, you don't have to put your own. They got it all set up. It's pretty cool. We're climbing down ropes, honey. It was pretty cool. I didn't want to tell you that because then you're not going to let me go next year. But Orlando, let me tell you, Orlando worked us. He worked.
Like, oh, hold on, man. Give me a break. I haven't been climbing mountains.
Fact. Okay, so we're getting you on the volume, but on the video, you took a stop. So what's up, honey? Tell me.
No, that must be the internet. Nothing we could do there.
Oh, there he goes. He's back.
Okay.
I'm here.
I love it. I love it when it's like this. It's like this. Look. I'm here.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's good.
All right, good. So, Orlando, there's some guys right now, right? And they want to come out to California. What would you tell them this time of the year? They want to come out. They want to do a little fishing. And if you guys out in California listen, take a good listen because you're right there. You could go tonight if you want. What would you tell them to use gear-wise? Go through the whole thing, the pole to the reel to the line that you're using.
Everything. Okay, so just a general basic setup. Nothing like too crazy. I think the most important thing, as you realize, is the pickup on your reel. You need reels that are going to have a high pickup. So anything that's a high gear ratio is optimal. You know, I mean, yes, you could get by with something with a low gear ratio, but generally you want something that's going to pick up between 42 inches per rotation. Testify, you will need that higher pickup out here. Just our water, it pushes and pulls. The waves are a lot more stronger out here, and so you need that pickup. Standard 11-foot rod, something that's going to throw, between 1 ounce all the way up to 3 ounces would be my recommendation. 30-pound braid, you'll get away with that. You'll be fine, 40, 50-pound leader, and, your favorite clip, and you're good to go for the most part. But I think those are the most important part is going to be the reel. I think I recommended to you to pick up one of those new, since you like Van Stalls.
Yeah, the F series.
Use one of those high gear ratio Van Stalls. I'm like, hey, dude, talk to those guys, see if they can hook you up and pick up one of those.
Because
you generally don't
take a look. Take a look. There it says here on the
end. 200 or 250. It's just too big of a reel.
F series right there. This is the 150. We gave this one away last week. That one was won by. You generally don't want to be using a 250 just to have the pickup. You don't need a reel that big. So if you could get a reel in the 150 to 200 size, and have a good pickup ratio. See, I use a Saltiga. I use the Saltiga 8000H, which is the high gear ratio. Yeah.
And that comes in at, I believe it's like 22 ounces, the reel.
That's light.
I put 45-pound braid on there, 50-pound leader, and that's my go-to setup for that reel. I also use the smaller one, which is this 6000 as well. But if I'm being like serious and I'm chasing after some quality fish, that's my go-to, the 8000H. So anything equivalent to that.
Very good. Very good. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'd like to say a word, Jay Fish. Put in a good word for me with the big girls in Montauk. The fish, I mean. The big fish. LOL. Jay Fish, thank you for that donation. Thank you for that super chat. Thank you for sponsoring my channel, brother. You're a good man. Everybody, I want you to know that we're getting closer. I'm, $600 away now, hon? $585? About $585 away from $5,000. That'll be the first prize. Donations, everything can help. Thank you for last week, guys. That was a nice donate. Got me closer to it. We're almost there. I'm going to stop taking donations October 1st. I have to close it because then I have to retract the money and put that into the first place slot. So thank you very much for that, Jay Fish. Also, Orlando, I don't know if you've heard. You probably heard. You heard about Crazy Alberto, right?
Yeah, I heard briefly that.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to start any rumors.
No.
He had a heart attack?
Yes, so that's what's going on. I'm here to let everybody know tonight that, yes, he had a heart attack, guys, and he's in the hospital. He's making his way back. We got to help in this situation. you help anybody. I don't care if they're surfcasters or if they're not surfcasters. Obviously, Crazy Alberto's a surfcaster many, many years. Many of us know him, and many of us know him very well. So I think the only fair thing to do is to help, to donate to Crazy Alberto's site. And I'm going to show you guys how to do it right now. So when you're ready, honey, you put it up.
All right. Let's see if I can do this.
Yeah. So I'm going to show you guys how to do this. I'm going to make a donation right now. Because we all want to help, man. The guy, you know, he needs our help right now. This is what he's done all his life. He's been a surfcaster. He knows us. We know him. I don't care what the reasons is or whatever it is. I'm going to help this man. He's a good man. I go to a lot of his seminars. I listen to him when he speaks, and I use his techniques also. And you guys know the Crazy Alberto knot. That's worldwide, that he invented himself. How you doing, honey? Is it good?
I'm trying to figure out how to do this. And it's GoFundMe that you have to punch in.
Right.
But
Oh, there it is. Perfect. Perfect.
Okay, here we
Okay,
go.
so can you operate it from there?
So if
Put it on the
I
screen so they could
stretch
see it.
Yeah.
We'll be right back, Orlando. Stand by right there, buddy.
So this
Are you
is the
good?
page
yeah.
on GoFundMe,
Yeah.
right? And then what you'll see is
Yeah.
this is the title of it.
Yeah.
Support Crazy Alberto Knee.
A saltwater
And you can
fishing
see over
legend.
here.
That's what they've raised so far.
10,625 they raised.
It says 11,000 is the goal, 149 donations. So right now I want to make a donation. They'll
So then
donate
you
now.
Click here to share it.
Yeah.
You click here, donate now to donate.
Yeah. What do you want to put in? 100? Let's put in 100 for
Then
Alberto.
You wanted to do this.
Yes.
All right. And then that's it. And then you continue.
Yep. Two down. Go, 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 go.
to, oh, this is to add
Yeah.
whatever. And then you have to click pay.
And that's down on the bottom.
Choose your
Choose-
PayPal.
Yeah, there you go.
So that's it. But I probably
Pay.
don't want to show all my PayPal
Yeah, I know.
password and
I
everything.
know. Yeah.
I
The
think
link
it's good.
Is all good?
Yeah.
We did it?
Yeah.
Our
I think
jurors
it did it.
joining
You
140.
donated
Excellent.
100.
Excellent. Let's get Orlando
That's
back
fine.
on screen here.
Yay.
Hi, Orlando. So I'm just going to finish up on
Okay.
saying, guys, let's help Crazy Alberto out. Again, he's a surfcaster just like us. The guy is all over the world, talks about his fishing. You know how passionate he is about his fishing. I mean, we might also be the same passionate, but I think he's got a little bit more passion than us when it comes to his surf fishing. The man does love his sport, and it just goes to prove the fact he's there at all the shows. He's there giving us the seminars. He's here giving us information. Thank you, Alberto. I wish you the best. I hope you come back as quick as you can. You know, sometimes these things, you know, they can change people. And I'm not talking about Alberto here, because when I got, you know, when I had my operations, remember how hard that was on
that
me, and
was
I couldn't
terrible.
move. I was freaking crying every day. I want to go fishing. But anyhow, other than that, Alberto, get well soon. Guys, if you want to make a donation, just, Tony, tell them how to do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, on GoFundMe.com, you just search Alberto Knee. It'll come up.
It'll come up.
Just
There you
like
go.
you saw on our screen.
Yep, and go and make a donation. Please, guys, donate. They're almost there. They look like they put down $11,000. So please go and make a donation. Doesn't have to be $100. Can be $20. Can be whatever you want. Just making a donation and showing that you care is a beautiful thing. Alberto, once again, I hope you get well soon and come on back. Come on my show too, all right? I'll talk to you guys soon and feel better, Alberto. God bless. All right? Family, everybody. Let's go, let's go. All right, so let's get back to Orlando. Orlando. Yeah, so he had the heart attack, buddy, as you heard. And he's in the hospital. He's recovering, I hear. And hopefully everything will go smooth and good, and we can see him back out there with us.
Yeah, man. You know, it's very unfortunate, you know, but as you get older, it's just the type of stuff that happens. And unfortunately, you know, I mean, that's why, like I was saying earlier, time is so important to us. And the older you get, it's even that more valuable, you know.
I'm telling you.
Time with your family, your kids, you know, whatever you like enjoying doing, you know, you got to focus on all the good stuff, man, and spend your time, valuable time with that stuff. And yeah, I hope Alberto gets better soon, and gets the proper attention that he needs. It sounds like he is. And yeah, hopefully we don't have nothing more serious for him down the road, and he gets better. Because the guy's a grinder, man. He's still to this day. He's an older guy, man, and he's still out there grinding in Florida.
Yep.
Sharing his wealth, sharing his knowledge. He comes from the old school. He's the old school guy. Before there was any YouTube or freaking,
That's correct.
All the information available at your fingertips. He was from the old school grind, and he still does it. I mean, obviously we all adapt and we use all the tools to get better at fishing, but
it's awesome.
Those guys have a special place. You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
guys,
bro.
Man.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I hope Alberto gets better soon. And yeah, that way he can enjoy his time fishing and spending time with his family as well. So.
That's right. That's right. Also, I wanted to say to GW Custom Rods, that's Glenn. He had a demo day yesterday. We all met at Jones Beach out in West End by the boat basin, which is by the old piers or dock piers there, docks, whatever. But we went there. We met up a bunch of guys. They had their new rods there. Glenn, and also partnering up with him, Gelso was there down there. He had his product down there, was showing off. But I want to say both of those guys, Gelso Pasquarelli and also Glenn, thank you so much. That was a great thing you guys did yesterday, and I'm going to show up to more of those because, look, man, I'm all about the party sometimes. Sure, I had fun testing out the new rods, but just being out there with all the other surf fishermen is great. You can only go a certain point with your wife talking about fishing. And then you get to that next level when you meet your friends and you just go off. And we had a wonderful time yesterday. I thank you for both to both those guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you guys very, very soon at the Montauk Striper Challenge. Gelso, I might see you sooner. We might do some fishing very soon. Thank you so much also for that. They are both sponsoring the tournament, New Jersey and Montauk. Thank you to both you guys for both of that. Gelso, that rod you're building, unbelievable. When I saw it, I went to grab the rod. He goes, no, touch it, because it was all fresh. He had it saran wrapped and everything. But anyway, thank you so much, man. Let's go. And again, one more time, Crazy Alberto Nee, if you want to make a donation, please stop by the GoFundMe site, punch in his name, and it'll come up, and make a donation. Back to Orlando. Orlando, I want to know about your new products, brother.
Oh, man. I got over 10 new lures, and I probably have another 10 more in the pipeline. But yeah, man, they've been freaking... I'm so stoked on these new lures. Some of them I've been working on for a couple years, just dialing them in, getting them better, and making updated versions.
Is that the FK1 and 2 we're talking about?
Yeah, so the SK1 is one. I started working on that one almost 3 years ago. Yeah, about 3 years ago. And just every version that I made, I just felt I could make it better. And then I made that version, and then I was like, I think I can make it just that much more better, and just kept on improving each version to where I'm at now. Here, let me grab one. So this is a 7-inch bait.
Wow. That's pretty.
So this has a metal lip on there. So and this is a resin lure. So all my resin lures come with this. Here, I'll show you a sample.
Mm-hmm.
The red core design. So the resin is actually red. And from here, I primer them with automotive primer. And then from there, I paint them to the paint job I want. And then from there, I lay down some automotive clear on them. So heavy duty automotive clear. But the reason I did this, and this is the core. So when you get hook rash on this lure, everybody gets that hook rash, and everybody wants to repair a hook rash. How can I repair it? Putting super glue and all kinds of stuff. to get them fixed, more epoxy, you know, all stuff. You don't need to do that with these lures. I encourage you to get hook rash, because then that red is gonna start showing up on here, and it's gonna look like an injured bait fish. You know,
that.
It got chewed up, it's scarred up. You know, so you're mimicking an injured bait fish the more you use it.
Right.
So, so all my resin lures are like that. So, but let me go back to this one. So this one is a 7-inch, 1.8 ounces. You got the horizontal line tie, just like a metal lip. So if you needed to swim a tad bit deeper, you get your pliers, you move the line tie up, exposes more of the lip, and it's going to swim a little bit deeper. Vice versa, if you wanted to swim more shallower, you move the line tie down, which is exposing less of the lip, and then it's going to swim shallower. So sometimes you need to speed up your presentation, but you don't want it to go down deeper. Because what happens when you speed up, you get grabs and goes down deeper, right?
100%.
But if you want to do the opposite, you move your line tie down, you can speed it up, and it's not going to go deeper. It's still going to stay shallow. That's a key technique that I use often. So yeah, so and this lure, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but it has a rattle chamber built into it.
Okay.
And then it has ball bearing swivel in the belly. That's a ball bearing swivel, and the rear. There's a ball bearing swivel in the rear. So if you're hooked up and that fish is trying to bind you up,
not gonna happen.
This lure can rotate in the hook. Look at the hook's not moving.
Orlando, I have to say something really quick. This is why I like good builders. And I said it that way because there's other people just like you that really care out there and put the correct products on there. Do you understand what he's saying to you guys? He's got the bearing on there, so that's going to be able to swivel all around consistently. I don't care how many times the bass flips his body. It's never going to be to the striped bass's advantage, because if you don't have that on there and the hook stops, he's going to have a little power there to fight you back with that lip, because it's not spinning freely anymore. So Orlando, I thank you for that. Many guys do that, but not all of them do that, buddy. And I have lures.
Yeah. Most guys do it just in the belly, because like, let me take one of my lures. This is one of my spooks. This is your typical wood lure. It has a line through, through wired, and then you have to wrap them. You got your tail wraps.
Yep.
But the thing is if that tries to spin, look at that swivel. It starts to bind up.
That's it.
And that's where problems start having. You start binding, and then this starts breaking, or the hook starts, that's the issue.
He gets a little leverage on you.
Correct.
Yeah.
So on the belly, most guys have a swivel. I have a swivel on mine, but on the ass end, you do, if you're a through wired lure, that's where you're missing it. And that is where I'm filling the gap is, yes, I have a swivel in the belly as well, but I have a swivel in the rear as well.
Well, if you catch a bluefish, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
baby.
I don't have bluefish out here.
Right.
So I don't have to worry about any of them. But for the guys out there, yeah,
absolutely.
What's very cool, I got this super dialed in, and I'll be loading a video here soon. Me and my wife went out in the water, and she was able to help me and get some video. When it comes to lures that suspend, there's not very many. Most of them are going to be your 4 to 5 inch little small bass, largemouth bass jerk baits, because they're super dialed in. This bait suspends. I have video where I'm just freaking doing a straight retrieve, jerk, and then pausing, not even letting it, and this thing just sits level in the water, just like that. Doesn't float up or any of that stuff. This thing just jerk, and it pauses, and it freaking just sits level.
Yeah, right.
When I load that video, people are gonna be like, "God damn!" I tried doing it on my own the other day, and it didn't come out as good. But I got my wife to help me out, get some better footage, and so that's freaking that's a game changer for me. I like to work the lures like a steady retrieve, and then like twitch, and then just let the current take it. And if that lure could just stay stagnant and not raise or lower and just stay stagnant, like still in the water, that is the perfect opportunity. They're going to freaking ambush and hit that lure.
Wow.
So there's not very many baits in the market of this size, of this durability, these components that can suspend out there. I don't know if there's any, to be very honest with you. So I don't
want to hear shit about paying $1 more. You got it? Let's go.
So I'm stoked for myself, for my own fishing, that I was able to dial in this bait that good. So, yeah. The next bait is basically a creation from this. I made another lure. So what I did, I've been working on this lure for about a year and a half, getting it dialed in. Actually testing it today. I was just demoing it, having my wife videotape it, and a freaking striper came by and swiped at it, dude. I have it on video. I was like, oh shoot, I'm not even trying to fish. I'm just trying to do it. I just made like a short little cast, and there's like, so you guys can see the swimming action out of it. And a freaking striper came by and swiped at it, dude. And she got it on video, which is pretty damn cool. Because I wasn't even trying to fish, to be honest. I was just trying to demonstrate the swim on it. So we have the SK1, which stands for one, just a single joint. And then you have the SK2, which is a joint. And this has a rear soft tail, just like a fish's rear tail. This is a soft, bendable tail there. And if you can see there's a little pin. You see that little pin right there? That's a removable pin. So if you don't want to use a soft tail and you want to use your standard joint with the tag end, all you have to do is pull the pin.
Can you do that here, Orlando? Can you do it right now, or do you need special tool to pull that apart?
I don't have my tool.
Gotcha. That's okay. That's okay, buddy.
I'm making a video on how I do that.
Excellent. Excellent.
So yeah. So
oh, I love it.
So you just pull the pin, put this rear joint in, slide the pin back in. I recommend put a small drop of super glue on the bottom. You can see where that pin is at.
Yeah.
Just to secure it. Have a flat surface, roll it so it's flush, and then you're good. It's a little bit exposed, but I rounded up the top of that pin so it doesn't get into your line or cause anything. So, but I wanted a way to have people to be able to get some pliers and pull that pin out easily.
Nice.
So, same thing on this one. Has a ball bearing swivel in the rear, in the belly of it. It's just a single hook. That's the way I designed it because I didn't want to add any weight back here from a hook or anything. Because I wanted to keep the action out of this. The action on this is freaking crazy.
Oh, yeah.
It's a nice S pattern move to it. How I've been successful catching fish with it is just a slow, steady retrieve. And then, like, you could do it one or two ways. You could give a rod tip, a little twitch, or you could make a quick rotation on your reel handle. And what it does is it's swimming all of a sudden, and it'll do it almost like a 180, and then you could continue swimming. But very, very, very freaking
nice, Orlando,
and nice lure. I can't wait to freaking start putting more work on this one, dude. So
yeah, I know this is
this is my personal paint job color. This is like majority of my lures are this or a trout pattern paint job. So this is my personal one.
And you know what guys are doing right now, Orlando? Take a good look at me. They're going like this right now.
Wait.
Oh man, that looks like an awesome lure.
Wait. Do that again. You weren't on screen.
Oh. Oh, man.
What
That's
are you
such
doing?
an awesome lure.
What are you doing?
I'm kidding around. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, but I like that, Orlando. I like that lure. I like that. Look, man, I just like different stuff. Nice, different way to deconnect. It's so cool. We have a little bit of technical in our lures. I like that.
Yeah. You know, a lot of my lures, and especially my newer ones, people may ask me, and I'll answer it here because I just usually tell people when they ask me, you know, the inspiration behind the details on these. You know, a lot of the people, when they carve lures, they're nice and smooth and stuff. I like mine a little bit more rugged because the inspiration, if you look at my logo that's on your mic, that's the inspiration. That is from Big Daddy. He's an old school freaking tattoo artist. So yeah, there you go.
Hold on.
You guys can show. So all his artwork is those monsters. And I'm a big fan of him, of Ross. What are you doing there? Okay, you're trying to get.
There we go. Best I could do. NorCal
It's upside down, but yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
It's upside down.
But yeah.
There we go.
Nice.
There we go. Yeah, so that's a nice, you know what? That's the nicest patch on my jacket, bro.
There you go.
We're talking about
he draws a lot of those monsters. Yeah, so he draws a lot of those monsters on hot rods and all stuff. It's very iconic artwork. And so that was my inspiration on that artwork there. And also my lures. I want my lures to kind of look like those monsters that he drew. So if you look at my Demon Darter, these baits and stuff, they all have that kind of monster looking face to them. That's the inspiration behind a lot of my lures, is that I'm trying to create like the monsters of the sea, you know, with inspiration from Big Daddy. So yeah, man, freaking, that's. I just wanted to answer that question because a lot of people would ask me that stuff. So yeah. Another lure I got, like I said, I've been working on a lot of lures, all mainly for myself. Here's one that's been catching some nice fish for me.
Oh yeah.
So this is one of my silicone baits. This is the thumper trout. This bad boy's been trucking. And it's not even season yet, right? Wintertime is trout eating season for our stripers out here. They come out here to our rivers and start eating big trout. This is a 9-inch bait. It's 5.2 ounces, heavy duty mustad hook on there. It is a silicone bait. All my soft baits are silicone. I will never go to plastisol, which is like 99% of what's out there. I think in the fishing industry, there's only like 4 or 5 guys making silicone baits because 1, it's expensive, and 2, you can't mass produce. It's impossible. With plastisol, you heat it up in the microwave. You could pour it into an injection mold of like 10 cavities, and within 5 minutes, you have 8 bodies already done. Wow. Problem with that, man, is freaking they pull off the jig head, freaking they tear, they rip.
Yeah.
These baits, they don't do that. You know what I mean? And I don't have bluefish out here, so I know that's going to be the first argument. Yeah. Hey, what about a bluefish? Like I said, I make lures for myself, guys. So we don't have bluefish. So this lure will see probably hundreds of freaking stripers. You know what I mean? So, and I don't have to be replacing them.
Absolutely.
It's a one-time deal. And I'm all about efficiency. When I'm out fishing, I don't have as good fishery as the East Coast guys do. So efficiency is very important to me.
Yeah, well, I was out there fishing with you guys. It sure felt like that fishing season was there, baby. You guys were catching fish.
So the less time I'm fixing stuff, so let's say you get a strike and it pulls it off the jig head. Yeah. What are you doing? You're burning it in to fix it because you can feel it right away. When you get, I call it getting the pants pulled down off the jig head, right? So you're burning it in, you're fixing it, or you have to replace it, or, you know, people put zip ties, but they try all kinds of stuff, but they're going to rip. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's no better time to catch a fish after it's missed. And so if it's missed, and it didn't pull the jig, and your lure is still being presented, either that same fish or a competing fish is going to see that that fish is still trying to swim away, and you may still hook up. So you raise your odds of catching a fish. It's all about being efficient. So, and that's why I like my lures out of silicone, because it's durable. I'm not going to mess up my presentation, and I'm being efficient out there. So I have to maximize on my fishing. So, aside from that, I got the terror trout. This is another, like I said, come wintertime, trout eating season, man. This is what big striper are going to be freaking gorging on. You know what I mean? They're going to be targeting the rainbow trout in the river system. And so this glide bait is a 2-piece glide, and it's balanced and built to 6 times strong hooks. Those, if you look at most guys, largemouth bass guys, they use the real skinny hinges. Those are stainless steel heavy duty hinges right there. Every bait I make is for striper. So durability, being able to withhold a nice quality fish multiple times, fish after fish after fish, is always in my mind. So I'm all about making a quality lure. So that is why, you know, I make them the way I do.
And your paint jobs are very nice. I know you put a couple of coats on there. Both the color and the clear. You work very hard at that. Some guys, you know, they might start out with 3 coats, but after a couple of months, they might lower it to 2 coats. So, but you are just a freaking grinder. When I came to California and I stopped at your shop and we saw I saw the operation you had going on. Everything was professional. And the only reason I say professional, because every guy out there who's making lures better be a professional. You're making lures for people. But I say that to Orlando because you're building these things. You better take care of your health. There's a lot of dust, a lot of this, like you just said, resins and woods, and you're shaving down, and this stuff is floating around the air. I've never seen anybody so far with a better system to clean out their shop. I think you have 2 overhead fans and all the other with the tubes running to these things to exit these things out of the house, which is pretty goddamn cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's you know, a lot of builders don't realize that. You know, I kind of cringe when I see builders turning on the lathe and they got no dust collecting system, no air filtration system. They're, you know, it's, you know, I know we all start somewhere.
Yeah, of course.
But that should always be your goal,
yeah.
to improve on your, you know, your tooling and all stuff, and watching out over your own health.
Absolutely.
I know guys that create, you know, they turn so much wood, they turn allergic to that wood, and they can't turn no more. You know, they have to use a different wood because they've exposed their body so much to that.
Right.
So yeah, you got to be very careful on that, man. So that's why I have 2 air filtration systems. I have a 6-inch dust collecting system. I have 3 paint booths that are all set up for specific tasks. I mean, you saw my shop.
Yeah, man, amazing.
So, and then like right now, I'm sitting in the shop that's in the back. You know what I mean? And this is where I do all my assembly. You know, I like it here because I got AC.
You have 3, tell me if I'm wrong, you have 3 different sections in your shop.
Correct.
You have the main area where you're building, and then you have the painting section, and the finale is this room you're sitting at right now where you're joining everything together.
Correct.
Freaking amazing.
And I've been fortunate enough, you know, when I was looking for a house out here, that was like my goal. Was like, I need to find a house that's going to be good for my family, but also good for my lure building.
Of course.
And so I wanted the square footage and you know, build a shop and all that stuff. So yeah, that was in the forefront of all my building is finding a house that would kind of accommodate that type of stuff. So and I'm very blessed and fortunate that I was able to find this house, and yeah, I'm loving it, man.
No doubt.
Like I said, I got more lures, man.
Yeah.
I've showed you guys before the slim glider. This month, this thing has been hammering. I have a buddy of mine. I got a little story.
Look, Orlando.
A buddy of mine. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
That's the one I made for you.
I got so far 4 stripers with this baby right here, Orlando. It might not have been the fish like you catch, but I still got a striper with it.
Yeah, no. So I have a buddy of mine that he's an old school guy. I think he's like 66. He's an older guy. Very hard to get a guy to switch and to like try new things. He has his way, how he likes fishing and whatnot. So I gave him one of those sling gliders, like, God, I want to say like a year ago. Now I would be like, hey, man, you got to use that slim glider, man. It's lethal, dude. And he's like, yeah, I just like catching how I like you catching. Finally, a month ago, because I started catching a lot of nice stripers about a month ago on the slim glider. And he's like, okay, let me try this lure. Long story short, he caught his personal best of the year. This guy's caught in like 50, 55-pound stripers out here.
Wow.
So he caught like a 32-pound striper out here, and he's like, now he can't even lay that lure down. That is like the first lure he's always throwing. He's like, dude, you made me a believer on this lure. I can't believe I sat on this lure for a year before even like giving it an honest effort.
Sure,
but I was like, hey, I tried telling you. I told you how I work it, how I use it, what was the application. You know, I'm not going to here, you know, try to twist your arm to use my stuff, you know, but now, you know it's a good tool to have the bag.
No doubt.
I'm not saying it's going to always be the answer, but there's certain opportunities and situations that thing's lethal. What I like about that lure, it swims like 6 inches just under the surface, and it swims like a spook, but subsurface. So it's going to go back and forth. And it has that same slim profile. But it has like flat sides. I mean, you have one.
Yep.
You can see the flat sides on there. And the same thing with this one.
I have 2, Orlando.
The ass in. So if you hook up to a fish and that fish tries to bind you up and it's rotating, that thing's not going to bind up.
There it
is. You know what I mean?
There it is. Look.
Rotate. So
all around, baby. Let's go. Let me try it, Orlando. There we go. Yeah, works. I love it. So, and another thing I want to say about your lures, Orlando, you're one of the fewer guys that actually has this 3D stuff going on by the gills. And I like that about you.
That's what I was telling you earlier is you know, a lot of guys put the gills and they carve them nice and smooth and stuff. And I wanted to have like a rough look because, you know, I wanted an Ed Roth style of, you know, of artwork, just like on my stickers there for my logo, that monster look to them. So that's why I could have done it smooth, nice and smooth gills, but I wanted that rough monster kind of look to the fish. Just that way, when you see that lure, you know immediately that's the NorCal Cat lure. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
it's just, you know.
That's how I could tell, Orlando. If somebody's 10 feet away from me and I see this, I know it's yours.
You know it's one of mine.
Yep.
And that's I've accomplished what I want to do, because you don't have to take the guesswork out. You know, another signature, you know, most guys know, but is on my eyes. I get them custom made. That look back style. Every single lure that I make has that look back style on the eyes. If you look at every lure that you have from me, the eye is looking back. So when it's being chased down by a striper, wait a minute. This is looking back.
This is messed up. This one is looking at my wife. This is not good, this lure. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But I like that. I like that, Orlando. I just realized that.
Every single lure that I make has the eyes looking back.
Wow.
So when it's being chased down, that's, you know, it's just a little small touch. Yeah, it cost me more money to get the customized made and whatnot, but I'm good with that. I'm supporting a guy that makes the eyes out of here, out of the United States. He lives in Arizona. I'm supporting a local American. You know, instead of buying eyes from China or any of that stuff, I'm supporting another business in America. So
and you know, if you buy those eyes from China, they're going to be looking forward. So that's the way it is,
they're
brother.
Be cross-eyed.
That's it. Orlando, I just want to say again. Wait, hold on. I want to say again that
I got more.
I know you're doing. We're going to show them, but I want to say that, you know, I'm always happy when I have you on my show. You're one of the more knowledgeable guys. You really know your fishing very well. I want everybody to understand. I said it earlier. A lot of you guys complain, oh, you know, the money and this, that. Listen, you're getting the best product. You're not going to get a product you're going to throw 2-3 times. Something's going to go wrong, and you're not going to use it. You're going to go buy another one. This product is going to last you. All his products are going to last you. He puts in time. He cares about his product, and quality is very, very important to the man. So, as you can see, just from talking a little bit tonight and talking about the bearings and the true wire and the double tails and being able to switch, he cares, because if he didn't, you wouldn't have none of that stuff on there. Although I like to say random blind cast, random blind fishing or casting. Thank you so much for that, man. We appreciate your sponsorship, your donation through the super chats. Thank you. It says, blessed to win your giveaway. May you get 10 times back. I appreciate you for saying that. Maybe I'll get 1.5 times back, but I don't know about 10 ever. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you for saying that. I'm glad that you enjoyed the giveaways. We got the giveaway, too, that we'll be doing today. We'll talk about that one more time. This is from Wave Crashes. Mike. Gentleman's name is Mike. It comes with the lanyard. You get to put all your leaders in there. It got 3. Let me show you really quick. It's got 3 openings. So you got 1 and 1, half, right? Can you see that right in the middle? And then you open it over here. You got another one. And on the bottom, too, there it is. You got your Velcro. You open it up, and you got another spot. Nice and thin. This is the way I like them. You can use your lanyard with that. I like putting mine right into my surf bag. And also we got from our man Swag Tackle. If you're a Ranger fan, I know you're going to enjoy this, but let's try the Orlando trick on this one. Whoop. Well, somebody's going to have an advantage on this lure, but still, I love this guy's product. Great stuff. Rangers, let's go. Pencil popper. He makes all kinds of products. He'll make your product for you. You just have to call him and pay the money. Don't ask for, what can we say?
What?
Don't ask for rebates. These guys work too hard for their product, so just pay the price, and that's that. And he's got pretty good pricing anyway as it is. So thank you to Swag. You are the man, Vinny. Thank you so much. And we'll be giving that away at the end of the show. If you went to my Instagram, top left corner reel that I have there, that's the top left corner. Just follow directions. Basically, tag 3 people. Be on the show here. And hopefully you'll get a shot at that prize tonight. And once again, I'm going to say to everybody, please make some donations. We got to reach that $5,000 mark by October 31st. I don't think I'm going to make it. I'm not going to be that pushy. October 1st.
Oh, okay.
That's when we got to stop it so we can get our money from in there.
You said October.
Everything takes time. But anyhow.
Hey, there was a question from Church Wood on the sticker artist, the NorCal Cat sticker artist. He wanted to know, is that artist the same as the Santa Cruz skateboards artist? I don't know if you know.
No. That's a whole different artist.
There you go.
If you type in the name Ed Roth, Roth, you'll see he makes a lot of like old school hot rod monster looking. It's like a monster on a hot rod with the lever up here, and it's like what I mean. So I used to do a lot of drag racing when I was younger. I used to have a 8-second Malibu. I used to drag race in the quarter mile. So I was heavy into drag racing. So, but I've always been a fan of his artwork, and that's a lot of the inspiration comes from the artwork that I do now. I do like Santa Cruz artwork as well. One of my logos where it's holding a spook and it has that Santa Cruz mouth in there. So that's one of my logos. So a lot of the stuff that I grew up with is reflected on my artwork when it comes to stickers and all that stuff, because that's the stuff I grew up with. That's what I'm familiar with, and that's the artwork I like. I grew up doing artwork. I used to be a graffiti artist, and I still am. It doesn't stop, but I don't go out doing it. Now all my graffiti's on lures, right?
And there's some graffiti on my garage in the back, but we're not going to talk about that.
So yeah, man, that's the main inspiration on a lot of my lures. If you look at, like, this is another lure that I released, is the SLVR.
Nice.
You can see there they got the gills, and it kind of looks like that monster looking. If you look at the face of this and then look at the face on that sticker, very similar. That Ed Roth, freaking monster looking freaking look on my lures. And that's the goal always. Like, going forward, all my lures, they're all going to have that kind of detail on them.
Right.
And so the original jointed, where interchangeable tail came from this SLVR, which is, this is basically a resin version of the Slicer, which is a really popular lure of mine. This one's in a weak fish pattern here. So this is the same thing. You pull the pin if you want to take the joint out, and then you want to put one with the tag in. You could do that with this, or you could use the soft swim bait tail. So either or, And so, this is another one, the SLVR, which pretty badass lure, man. I made a small batch of these, and everybody that's gotten one is falling in love with them.
They're killing it.
Nice fish on them.
Good.
All these lures,
good.
This winter are gonna get like, I'm gonna make a crazy amount. So come, for next year, be ready. That's all I could say is be ready, because I'm gonna have a good amount of these lures popping up and being available for you guys.
Excellent.
I wish I could do them all right now, but I'm also fishing. I'm a fisherman, man. So, I try to be as productive as possible, but, I'm also fishing. But so I usually been making right now, like, small batches. I throw them up on my Patreon first, because my guys on Patreon, they get dibs on whatever lure comes first, Patreon's very similar to like Super Chat. You got your Super Chat fans. I got my Patreon guys, man.
Excellent.
So, but part of the deal there is any new lure, they get dibs on them first. So those guys been kind of cleaning me up for the most part. Any of these new lures that I've been making, like I made on these two, I made like close to 80, and they almost wiped out. Wow. And I did a fire sale this weekend, and it was only like, I think like 10 lures. I mean, then that's all part of freaking, the whole Patreon deal that I got going on there. So it's been great. It's almost 3 years I've been doing that.
Wow.
It was risky. People are like, still not used to it. But 89 members now, and it's still growing, and I'm thankful, man.
God bless.
It's a cool little place that I have in the corner. Nobody's freaking judged and criticized, and they share my information, and they can ask me, like, open book right there, man. And they ask me questions and whatnot, and I have like live chat with them, and it's pretty cool. I've been enjoying it, man.
Yeah, I have here Jose Martins. Great job with your work, man. They all look amazing. Yeah, you've always made the amazing product, bro. I remember when What's the gentleman's name I used to fish with? I haven't seen him in a while. Ayala?
Where?
The kid we used to fish in, I forgot his name, but he turned me on to you.
Adrian.
Yes, Adrian Ayala.
Adrian
There you
Ayala?
go. That's
Adrian.
it. Yeah, he said, kept telling me, you got to see this guy's blow. You got to see this guy. Finally, he got them delivered. He had ordered 3 of them from you, and I saw them, and I was like, damn, these are so nice. And then I called you, we met, and I made a deal with you.
I'm just trying to get better and better, man. You know, I think it's super important that, you know, you support any kind of builder, whether it's new, small, been there a while, whatever. We're all in different stages, you know what I mean? And I think it's important because there's guys that are barely starting to fishing, or they have a limited budget, and they don't want to spend a lot of money, and you know, but you know, that's why they're using, you know, just a basic reel, a dial reel, nothing fancy, you know, whatnot. And so sometimes people realize this may not be the sport for me. You know, surf casting's tough, man.
It is.
Or fishing in general could be tough. So some guys may get into it, and before they go buying the Van Stalls and the Century rods and all that stuff, you know, maybe start kind of basic and start, you know, basic lures and kind of learn the whole grind. Because you may soon realize, how many guys do you guys know? Maybe the chat could freaking comment on this.
Yeah.
That start fishing, all gun ho, and then like a year or two later,
gone.
Ghost, gone. You don't hear them about them no more.
I could tell you that.
They're trying to sell lures, and
it's gone. Gone.
You know,
it's true.
So, hey, you know, so there's levels to the game as well, man. So, you know, I've been doing this for 10 years now. I've been blessed. I learned under Mike Fixter. I think if I didn't have Mike Fixter to teach me how to make lures,
right
at the 10-year mark, I'd probably be around where I was at, maybe year 3 or 4. You know what I mean? Because he taught me so much and all the important details, and then I just added my own twist, and I just took off from there. You know, now I'm taking it like a whole different level. I'm doing soft baits, I'm doing resin baits, I'm taking it a whole different level now. But the core, I'm blessed that I have that from Mike Fixter. I tell everybody, every little lure that I make has a little bit of Mike Fixter, you know, in that little heart of it, dude. You know what I mean? So, because the guy's the OG, been making lures for 50 years, and he taught me from the get-go. He taught me the right way to do everything. You know, and I throw out tips there to guys that hit me up, you know, like, hey, you know, I'm having a problem making this lure, or what do you suggest, or, you know, how should I do this?
Yeah.
I always respond to everybody that sends me a message directly, and I give them a tip. I'm not here to freaking throw shade or any of that stuff. Hey, because we all start somewhere.
Absolutely.
You know, unfortunately, I don't have the time to make videos and how-to and all that stuff. I wish I did, but like I said, I have to be valuing my time. But if somebody asks me a question directly, I have no problem answering a question, you know, and try to get you in the right track, and then maybe see you catch your first fish on your own made lure or whatever. I'm cool with that. That's cool. I think that's freaking awesome. You know, some guys, that's how the next generation of lure makers is going to evolve. You know what I mean? And maybe I can inspire them. I get inspired by some of the other guys, the older guys, or even the younger guys. I mean, we all inspire each other. So I think it's important to try new things. I'm not scared to fail. I can tell you that.
That's why you make it.
Like I said, everything I'm making is for myself.
That's why you made it.
If I fail, I'm learning.
Yep.
You know, I'm learning. If I make mistakes on a lure or something, I've developed lures from mistakes. I'll give you a quick story. On the Slim Glider.
Yeah.
The original design of this lure was not to be a glider. I had the line tie up here, and I put the line tie here as well, because usually when I design something, I do multiple line ties to see I'm already there designing something from scratch. Let me see what it does, right? So I did the traditional line tie here, and I did one here. The reason I put a line tie up here, because I wanted a lure that I could jerk up, and then it would just freaking drop up like this. Jerk up, and it would just freaking wobble down. That was the original intention of this lure. And I had a little bit of an issue trying to get that action out of it. So I was like, what the hell? I'm already here. Me clip it to the front. Me make a cast and me see what it does. And then this thing started gliding, and I was like, dude, like, that is fucking lethal. I was like, man. So I took away that line tie, kept this line tie, and started making these, man. You know what I mean? But that's, you got to take those risks. You got to try things.
That's right.
And
Orlando, I have to say,
fun with it, man.
that's what makes people better, is when they fall and they get back up. The problem is a lot of us don't want to get back up, and that's what makes it tough. But I guarantee you, if you look at me, man. Look at me, Orlando. I have fallen down, and I'm still falling down. Now I'm falling down because of my age. But when I fell down as a young man, I would get right back up. I want to do this. I was very strict with myself, whether it was fixing a motor at work or right here in the shop, building this. No matter what I did, I'm very persistent. In between that part where you get angry and you know you made a mistake, yes, there will be a lot of cursing, a lot of bad words coming out of a mouth. Don't come around me at that second, and everything will be fine. I'll pass it, I'll do it again, and I'll finally get it. Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. You got to be a risk taker, man. Go out, try things, and who cares what everybody else says? If you fail, you fail. But you know what? I can tell you one thing. You know a lot more than the person who didn't try and hasn't even had the opportunity to fail, because they're just sitting on the couch doing nothing, just criticizing everybody else. But while the other guy's actually trying and develop something, and guess what? That person will figure it out. You just got to keep at it.
Yeah,
just
that's
like surf casting, man.
You're
not going to learn from the couch, criticizing everybody from the couch. You know what I mean? You want to be a good surf caster, you got to go out there and put in the work. You got to learn what that tide does, what that movement of the water does. What does that rip do? All that stuff. What does that structure do to a certain tide? If it's a 2-foot swing, or is it a 4-foot swing, how the different action is created by the structure that's around it makes a huge difference.
No doubt about it.
You're not going to learn that on a YouTube video or on the couch, unfortunately.
And even though some of them, I've seen plenty. The only thing I think that I've learned on YouTube is Zeno, when he was showing me how to, and I'm talking about the video watching, when he was showing me how to use the bailless. So 10 years ago, it was my first time, 12 years ago, got my bailless rod, and I wanted to learn how to use it, my bailless reel. And I watched this video, and I just kept doing it over and over. After about 3 weeks, I was pissed. I felt like I was struggling, like I had to think about it and do this, and I really wasn't enjoying my casting. And then I went back. To the bail after the very first cast, and I flipped that gale. I go, this sucks. I need that bailless on here. And ever since then, I've been using my bailless reel. It's very good. Remember, they say less product on something, the less problems.
Yeah, I'm not knocking on YouTube. You can learn a lot.
Sure,
YouTube,
sure, of course.
What I mean? But you need to create that muscle memory when it comes to using tools and all that stuff. You can learn a lot, get the basics or get the beginning stages of it down, but you have to refine your technique, and you have to create that muscle memory.
Yeah.
So where you could do stuff almost with your eyes closed.
Yes.
You just got that muscle memory. You know what I mean? You got that twitch. You got that feeling, that grip, or whatever it may be, dude. You have to create that, and you're going to even get that being on the field.
Night fishing with a bailless reel. I cannot see when that moon is there. When we have that back, I can't see. I work everything off a feel, Orlando. Everything. Yeah. A lot of guys will ask me, yo, how you doing it? I'll cast 5 times versus their 1 time. I don't blame them. They haven't started doing it enough yet. But eventually, over time, it's like anything else. A blind man, he can feel things. He can tell you what they are. You could create better senses. And what does that come from? Muscle memory, baby.
Yeah.
No doubt. All right. Let's, what time is it? We got 8:14. All right, let's do the giveaway. Then we'll come back to Orlando one more time. If you guys if you tag somebody 3 times, whatever, you tag 3 people, and you're on the Instagram video, then you're in. So let's reel that reel, honey.
Okay.
Go ahead, sweetheart. Spin it up.
It was this one here?
That one, yep.
Oh, okay.
Click on that.
Well, thank goodness.
Yeah.
I set that up.
You better.
Okay. Here we go. Where am I here? All right. And the winner.
Okay. Spin it.
Is.
Oh, you say it.
Wait. is Jay Fish.
Jay Fish. Jay Fish, if you're out there, Jay, get him up on the board, honey. Put him up on the thing so they can see it.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. How come it's not popping up? Oh, there it is. Now put it on the other one. Go forward.
My eyes are getting worse.
I know. Transition.
Here we go.
There you go. All right, Jay Fish. Let's see. Is he out there? I didn't even have to count down. Yes, sir. Thank you. You got it, Jay. Just do me a favor, Jay. Just send me your address. I don't know if I have it already or if you want another giveaway, but just send it to my Instagram account. DM me, and we'll get this stuff out to you this week, Jay. Congratulations on that win. Congratulations to everybody who comes and tries to win a product on my channel. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody's, everybody who comes by every week, everybody who supports me. I thank you so much. You don't know how much I can thank you. But anyway, hon, we good there?
Yeah.
Orlando, what's up, buddy? You're tired, man. I could see it in your eyes, bro. You're ready to crash. Yeah.
Yeah, man. I just, like I said, I've been making, I got so much more coming.
I know.
It's crazy, dude. I just like, hopefully, I stay healthy and I can still freaking make lures for another whatever years I'm alive and, leave my little mark on here.
Sure.
And, and have some good fishing. That's the main goal, man. I want to have some good fishing, have some good times and get some good results, be efficient, and be using the right stuff that I need to be using. So, and that's how I come about creations, and here, I'll give you guys here's another one of my personal ones. This is the Cranky D in a crawdad pattern. Or for you guys, you could probably, if you're trying to mimic a lobster. Yeah, buddy.
That's nice,
so
bro.
This thing freaking is a deep diver. It's a metal lip as well.
Yeah.
Has rattle chamber
And
in
I was going to
well.
say, rattling is great with the lobsters.
Yeah, has a rattle chamber in there. Same thing. Swivel in the rear, swivel in the belly.
Nice.
All these lures, man, that's how they're gonna come standard. That's gonna be standard on my lures.
Freaking
man.
Awesome.
But yeah, this little bad boy. I made one in green too.
Sweet guys. I got a funny feeling you'll be getting some orders for these for sure.
Yeah, so
nice.
I'll be making more of these. I'm almost done with my log. Finally, I'm almost embarrassed to say it. I've been working on this thing for like 3 years. So going forward, and I'll make an announcement once I'm done. Once I'm done the log, I'm gonna just make lures, but it's gonna be drops every 2 to 3 weeks.
Got it.
I'll make like a batch of like 50 lures, drop them, and first come, first serve, and freaking.
That's it.
Then freaking, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make lures that I feel are the best lures for the time of the year.
Yeah.
So, and I'm gonna just make the colors I want. I'll be more efficient that way. So going forward, that's how I'm gonna be doing my drops.
Very nice.
I'll just make lures and freaking drop them, and whoever wants them picks them up. So
that's pretty cool. I like it.
I
like
man.
it.
So I got a lot more stuff that I could be. Dude, so, we could have a freaking 12-hour show if we want.
I want to let everybody know it's the beginning of September. I'm going to have Orlando on. I made a video out there with him on his shop. I want you guys to see that video. I've been working so hard at my job. The editing is so difficult and so hard. I had more time before. In this last couple of months with the new company that moved in, we've been working a lot. And my job is my job. I can't say no, man. You got to go. You got to pay the bills because that's what pays my bills. And so basically, I'm here and I'm working and I'm doing all I can to keep up with this channel. It isn't easy, but other than that, congratulations again to Jay Fish.
And also, Outfish All Outfitters was asking earlier, how many spots left do you have?
Oh, okay. So I'm going to let you guys know. Right now, we're still under 200. I think it's around, after today, it's about 100. I say about 140. It's closer to the 150 mark. So you got 50 spots open for the Van Stall and the Van Stall 7-inch titanium plier. Get a chance to win those. If, let's just say I sell out at 250. And in the parking lot comes player number 251. I'm not going to say no to the guy, all right? So I'm not going to do that. You can't do that. Can you imagine? No. I'm not going to hit. Look, guys, I'm not a guy. that's going to sit here and tell you, yeah, I'm getting 300 players. It's not easy. Very expensive, the ticket. I will admit that. But remember this. I don't make any money on this challenge, and I've put in to date $15,000 of my own money in this. So please, I don't want to hear about anything about Mr. Poseidon is rich and everything. Just think of all the overtime I worked and how much I hate you guys at that minute. No, I don't. I don't hate anybody. But I work very hard so I can have this. I can do this. We never had any kids. We started this channel years ago. I didn't think it would grow to this. I didn't think it would be a commodity thing. But slowly but surely, this is what happened. 5.5 years on. I've never missed a Sunday. I've been very strict with myself, so you can always count on me. Sunday night, 7 o'clock, I'll always be on. And I'll always have great guests on, like Orlando, NorCal Cat. And I want to say also that he will be on again. Come in the October, either 1 or 2 weeks before the actual challenge. We're going to get him on. We'll show that video. And I promise you on that one, Orlando will be a lot more awake. I'm not going to give him 2-minute notice this time. No. But anyway, I thank you, Orlando.
Yeah,
I thank you for that.
Me and I was like, I think my wife wanted to go out, and I was
let's tell
Eric called me.
Yeah.
Let me see what he wants.
But let's tell everybody the whole story and how much you thought I was nuts calling you back. But so what happened was we had somebody cancel today. He couldn't make it. No problem. We'll get you on another time. So I says, who do I get? Let me call up Orlando, NorCal Cat. So I called him. Orlando was like, let me check with the wife, blah, blah, blah. Check with the wife. He came back. He goes, no problem. I'll be on tonight. So I hung up the phone. The next thing I know is I see Delco Joe. He puts a post out on Instagram, and it says, yeah, I'll be on the show tonight, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, my God, I made a show with him. I don't even remember. So this is exactly 30 seconds.
Silly.
Was it not 30 seconds after I got off the phone?
After we hung up with Orlando.
30 seconds. So now I get on, and I hung up, and I go, oh, my God.
Oh,
what am I going to tell Orlando? I got to tell him. Because Joe is up here. He's in Haverstraw. He's about 20 minutes from me. And I'm thinking that he's coming down. He showed me pictures on the highway. I'm saying, this guy's coming. So I called up Orlando. He's like, all right, dude, no worries. Better for me. I get to relax a little, da-da-da. So I told him, I'll get you on the show again. We'll do it. And I thanked him. Then all of a sudden, I called Joe Delco up. Hey, Joe, you coming? He goes, nah, bro, I was only kidding.
So crazy.
You, Joe, I'm going to kill you, Joe. But it's all right. That was kind of funny. So he tells me he's only kidding.
Crazy.
Now I'm like looking at my wife and I go, Orlando's never going to talk to me if I tell him now this. She's like, no, he's not really like that. I'm only kidding. Call up Orlando. I explained to him the story. He goes, no problem, dude. I'll take care of you. And here he is tonight. And I thank you for that. And Delco Joe, I'm going to kill you when I see you. But other than that, thank you. Thank you, too. Delco Joe's another good guy.
Man.
He's sponsoring my tournament this year for the rulers that are going to be coming out. I don't have any left from last year, but we'll be coming out with those rulers again. Thank you to Delco Joe for the rulers and sponsoring my tournament. Really quick to the guys, Dominic Tanzi, what's going on? Danny D. Morales, how you doing, buddy? Willie J. Oski, what's going on? I saw here earlier. I wanted to say hello. Gus, I think it's Gus. The
Fishing with Gus official?
Yes, Fishing with Gus official. Gus, what's up? D-Bar, there he is. D-Bar on the bottom.
Hey, Doug.
D-Bar, you're always there, buddy. Thank you so much.
Dominic.
Who else did I miss? Antagonizer Laws. Tony, I'm going to call you, get you on the show over here.
Johnny
I want you on the show again, and we're going to do a few of you guys on at the same time for you guys that all are sponsoring me. Thank you, guys, once again.
Thank you, Orlando, for coming on.
Anybody
so
else
much.
you want to say any last words to anybody? Anything?
No, just go out there, guys, and go catch some fish. Support
Let's
Mr.
go.
Poseidon on his tournament. Hey, I am
yes.
stoked that I'm finally seeing you get your roses, man.
Yeah.
It
Thanks,
took
man.
a while, but
It
people are
did.
finally showing some appreciation in your
Yes.
Because I remember the beginning, I see so many people throwing shade. You
Big
know what I mean?
time,
That's why
big
you have
time.
to wear those freaking shades all
Big
the time, because they're freaking throwing shade at them all the time.
Yeah,
You have
it
to
was-
block it and shit. You're like, hey, guys, I just want to freaking have some fun out here while we're
Yeah.
fishing.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm stoked for you, dude.
Thank you, Orlando.
I love the growth.
Definitely.
I always see the improvement. Yeah, man. Hopefully, you get more guys to come out there
Thank
and
you.
show more support. You got amazing prizes. I mean, who does that?
Nobody,
Like,
man. I
who?
know.
You know what I mean? Like,
man.
without
60K.
Mr. Poseidon, it's freaking quiet. You know what I
60K,
mean?
baby.
You gotta be a boat guy to get prizes.
Yo, you
know what I
said
mean?
that
So-
perfect, man.
You gotta support the dude, man.
You wait, Orlando.
Like I said, I'm loving it that you're getting your roses finally, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Showing some appreciation.
You wait, Orlando.
Thank you.
Wait till next year, buddy. It's going to be the talk of the town. I promise you that, buddy.
Oh, I believe it. I know every time you call me, you're like, I want to spend more money. I want better prices. I'm just like, dude, you're crazy.
A lot of people call me crazy, but in a good way, obviously. So
I love it, though, man.
Thank you, Orlando. Thank you, buddy.
I think you're awesome. You have an amazing wife, Romina.
And you as well, my friend.
Again. Dude, Romina.
Yes.
When Eric was out here.
Yeah.
And I had to deal with them by myself. You are blessed, girl. Because I was like, how the hell did Romina put up with this dude 24/7?
Oh, man. Wait a second.
I had him for 3 days.
Wait a second. You got blowing some shade over here, you know what I'm saying? Oh, man, Orlando, you're the best, bro.
Yeah.
Never going to forget you. Bro,
break.
when they find me, when they're digging up fucking graves 200 years from now, and they open my casket, they're going to go like this. What is this? What is this? What is this NorCal Cat? What is this? Is that fish? You eat this? Did this fish get old and get stoned? Anyway. All right, Orlando. I thank you so much, brother. You are the man.
So
thank you to everybody for coming to the show and
thanks, guys.
You know,
see you next
just coming on every week and supporting me. Thank you so much. And to my lovely wife, who takes the most bullshit out of anybody. And Orlando, you really messed me up for tonight. I'm not going to get shit off of her. But thank you so much.
So
thank
funny,
you.
Orlando.
Makeup Sunset says, much love to Ro.
Sunsets.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. Thanks.
Good night,
thank you.
everybody.
Orlando, I love you.
See you next
Take
time.
care. Let's go, baby.
Bye.
Woo.